Coming up on hashtag that election reaction, are people really willing to move to Canada?
And we give you our power rankings for the best Thanksgiving foods.
We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Andrew Badillo.
And I'm Chris Dacey, jumping out of the sports world this week, Andrew.
Lucky me, first time on Hashtag with you.
Come on, it's not that bad.
We got a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Exactly, we got some cool events around campus this week.
Thanksgiving's coming right around the corner,
Yes, Thanksgiving, yep.
But first, we're going to go to a little bit news that happened around campus, right?
Yes. And a fun debate later on as well.
But first, we're going to go to our first package of the day. It's our lead story.
The ladies of Quinnipiac Sigma Beta chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho held their 7th annual yard show in BurtCon Saturday evening. The annual yard show is an event where Greek sororities and fraternities get the chance to tell the campus their organization's history, what they stand for, as well as putting on a performance. Many Greek organizations in the National Pan-Hellenic Council, as well as Latino fraternity Lambda Theta Phi and National Latin sorority Chi Upsilon Sigma, performed at the yard show. The ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho ended the show with a unity stroll with members of SG Rho from different chapters. Everyone that attended the event was invited to join SG Rho in a mannequin challenge. Let's check it out.
And Sigma Gamma Rho actually did a mannequin challenge. It's a craze that's going all across the country, Chris.
Yes, and a craze that actually was done here at Q30 in the sports department and the entertainment department too.
Did it twice, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know how I really feel about it. I think it's pretty.
Another thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Harlem Shake. That was the thing when I was in high school.
Running Man.
Running Man challenge.
All right. On to our next story. Last Wednesday at the Mount Carmel Auditorium, a Black Lives Matter activist named Niall Fort spoke to students. The event was called A Night with Niall Fort, and he spoke about his experiences in Ferguson, Missouri during the Michael Brown riots. Niall believes that the riots were more than just about Brown's death. He felt like it was a call to action for all. Niall believes that it is everyone's responsibility to come together and spur social change. Students were encouraged to ask questions at the end of the presentation about social rights issues in the country.
And the Student Veterans Organization hosted their annual event, A Cup of G.I. Joe. Each year, the SVO hosts the event and gives students free donuts. In return, students sign cards to send to deployed troops. A special event and a great way to show support for the troops.
It's been really positive. We're like running out of cards as we speak. It's so nice. It's so great. Just watching the box fill up. It's amazing. It actually personally means a lot to me. I have a lot of veterans in my family, so like seeing events like this and like seeing the appreciation for things that like my family has done, it actually does mean a lot.
The reactions to the presidential election have been passionate, with protests going on throughout the country.
Right you are, Chris. Yeah. Drew Feinberg gives us his take in this week's edition of Cultural Controversy.
I'm Drew Feinberg, bringing you this week's Cultural Controversy. 1 week ago, Donald Trump shockingly defeated Hillary Clinton to become the President-elect of the United States. This result did not sit well with many, causing protests to break out all through the country. The largest protests took place in Los Angeles, New York City, and Chicago, all cities that predominantly voted for Clinton. In Los Angeles, some 8,000 people walked the streets together, chanting things like, "He is not my president," and "Love Trump's hate." Many celebrities also voiced their opinion on the shocking election results. Many of them were not so happy. From Katy Perry to Stephen King and Lady Gaga, many were devastated by Trump's win. Lady Gaga, a vocal supporter of Hillary Clinton, even took to the streets of New York City to protest in front of Trump Tower. Many of who are protesting say that they simply do not agree with the results of the election. Though Hillary Clinton did win the popular vote, Donald Trump won more votes from the Electoral College, making him the winner of the 2016 presidential election. However, speaking on the protests, Trump took to Twitter on Thursday to blast demonstrators against his victory. He said that, quote, "Professional protesters incited by the media are protesting. Very unfair." Many are calling this tweet hypocritical, however, because in 2012, right after Barack Obama was re-elected, he tweeted that people should march and protest in Washington, D.C. in order to, quote, "stop this great and disgusting injustice." He had also tweeted that the Electoral College was a, quote, "disaster for a democracy." However, those two tweets were 4 years ago, and Trump supporters say that protesters should not judge him based on those old tweets. While other celebrities voice their opinions on the election in negative ways, one celebrity is looking for the positive in the situation. At first, singer Miley Cyrus was absolutely devastated by the election results. However, she said that she had time to adjust to the shocking election and say that she is now, quote, "accepting and hopeful, inspiring and smiling." Partnering with the Happy Hippie Foundation, Cyrus is launching the hashtag Hopeful Hippie campaign. She's asking her fans to join the movement, which promotes involvement in one's community, donating, volunteering, and just making a difference in general. Cyrus is also making a push to support education, quote, "in honor of Hillary Clinton." Well, that's going to do it for me in this week's Cultural Controversy. Now, here's Alex Taglieri with some more election information.
Thanks, Drew. It's been a week since the election, and the reaction has been very split, with some people so frustrated that they are talking about leaving the country. If you're planning to leave the U.S., I highly recommend moving to our neighbor to the north, Canada. Canada is one of the best places to live for many reasons. First, no matter what political party you belong to, everyone can agree that Justin Trudeau is a great prime minister. Before becoming the country's leader, he was a high school teacher who taught French, drama, and math, and he was even an actor in a World War I reenactment. In traditional friendly Canadian fashion, he also spent the day after he was elected thanking people on the subway. And lastly, he has way more upper body strength than any of America's candidates, which he proved in a picture that went viral. The Prime Minister was photographed doing the peacock yoga pose, which mirrored a photo of his father, a former Prime Minister himself. I mean, personally, I can't do that. And if you love watching the Bobcats play hockey, you will love Canada, where hockey is one of the nation's national sports. The country is home to some great venues where you can watch the sport yourself, such as the Saddle Dome in Calgary, which is one of the coolest looking venues, the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, and the Bell Centre in Montreal, where the fans are loud and very passionate about their teams, especially when playoff season rolls around. Canada also has some of the most breathtaking landscapes in the world. There's something for everyone, from cities like Toronto and Edmonton to scenic views like the Rocky Mountains and Niagara Falls. Pretty much everything in Canada looks like it came straight out of a painting. So if you love skiing, hiking, or kayaking, any of Canada's national parks has it all. Plus, every season in Canada is beautiful, from the fall foliage to the snowy mountains in the winter. So if you're panicking about what to do after the election, I hope this gave you some hope that Canada is a perfect backup plan with tons to offer. Now, I'm off to have some pancakes with maple syrup. Back to Andrew and Chris at the desk.
When we come back on hashtag That Power Rankings, Thanksgiving style, see which Turkey Day delights Chris and I rank number 1.
And Brooke Riley has your entertainment news update. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Trisha Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
oh, well, 7 of me then.
This week's trending topic is hashtag that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
Welcome back to Hashtag That. Chris, Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
Yes,
and
it is.
The conversation always comes up, whether you're with your friends or your family. If you had to pick 3 people, whether it be a celebrity, an athlete, a famous person, whoever it may be, who would that be? Let's start with you. I want to hear your top 3.
My top 3, coming in at number 3, I'd have to go with Will Ferrell, one of my favorite comedians right out there. He's hilarious. Number 2, my all-time favorite actor is Robin Williams.
Rob Williams, okay.
He's in so many of my favorite movies, Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting person,
Yes.
yeah.
That's personally
fantastic.
one of my favorite movies. And
his
then
stand-up with golf, his golf stand-up,
of course, yes.
hysterical.
Yes.
Okay, who's your number 1?
My number 1, I'm a New York sports guy, retired shortstop, Derek Jeter, the future Hall of Famer. I don't think you can beat him.
Number 2, Derek Jeter.
Exactly.
Number 2.
Exactly.
Right.
What about you? Who do you got?
I'm going to start number 3. I'm going to have to go with Bill Murray. He's probably one of the most hysterical, funny people you'll ever meet in your life. And then number 2, coming in hot, Guy Fieri, the host of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
You're going to make him cook too?
He could cook and he could eat all the food.
Exactly.
Actually, I want to have some food too. But we'll get to our top 5 foods a little bit later on in the block.
Can't wait for that.
My number 1 has to be Dave Grohl, the lead singer for the Foo Fighters.
You and the Foo Fighters, man.
If I had to meet anyone in my life, if I had to spend any time with any person in my life who was a celebrity, it had to be Dave Grohl.
All right.
Everyone was talking about Conor McGregor this week, and Jackie Chan made headlines for a surprising reason.
Matt McAuliffe has that and more in this week's Trending Topics.
Hello everyone and welcome to Trending Topics. My name is Matt McAuliffe and I'll be swinging you through what everyone was talking about last week on social media. The first trending topic is the new UFC undisputed lightweight and featherweight champion of the world, Conor McGregor. After defeating Eddie Alvarez with a second-round knockout, he is the first fighter to ever hold 2 belts simultaneously in UFC history. In his post-match interview, he said he would like to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody. There was other language, but I'll leave that out. McGregor has most definitely become the face of the UFC, and I believe he will continue to be for the years to come. The second trending topic is Justin Bieber's Purpose album. Yes, Sunday was the 1-year anniversary of arguably Justin Bieber's best album. The album featured the song What Do You Mean, Sorry, and Love Yourself. Even 1 year after the album's release, Bieber's songs are still killing it and are most definitely still getting stuck in my head. For the last trending topic, we have Jackie Chan is finally an Oscar winner. Yes, I said Jackie Chan. After 5 decades in the film industry and being involved in over 200 films, he received an honorary Oscar. He received his Oscar from the acting branch of the Academy during Saturday's annual Governor's Awards, Saturday in Hollywood. All I have to say about that is, good for you, Jackie. Hard work certainly pays off. And there you have it, this week's trending topics. I hope you enjoyed them. For Q30 Entertainment, I'm Matt McAuliffe. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Matt. Great job as always. And Andrew, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. We got our top 5 foods.
My absolute favorite holiday because of the food.
Exactly. You get to stuff your face and no one judges you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right, let's start. Number 5. What do we got?
Gravy.
Gravy?
You can put it on almost anything. I think it's the best
okay,
thing, except
here's my
for
argument
like
with
desserts.
the top 5.
All right.
If you're starting
Here we
off
go.
with gravy, you have nothing else to put on top of it because we're not introducing any foods before it.
You don't put
so
anything on top
really
of
judge.
gravy. You put gravy on
top of it.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
I'll get you back at the debates. Don't worry. I'll
Okay.
take the L on that one. All right. Number 4, pumpkin pie. Disappointed in this one.
Are you kidding me? It's a classic dessert.
A little disappointed in
It's
that
the
one.
classic Thanksgiving dessert.
Ice cream's a classic dessert. Ice
No,
cream
you
and
put
apple pie.
ice cream with pumpkin
Have
pie.
you ever heard the song American Pie by Don McLean?
Yes. We're talking about Thanksgiving. We're talking about Thanksgiving right now.
It's American. It's an American holiday.
Yes.
Okay. Stuffing, number 3. We can agree.
I love stuffing.
Solid. I love
It's
stuffing.
a solid.
Homemade
It's
stuffing,
exactly. It's a solid dish right there.
Homemade stuffing.
Exactly.
Absolutely
Nothing
has to
beats
be.
it. Nothing beats it.
Okay, number 2.
Mashed potatoes.
Love it.
Mashed potatoes. My grandma makes them every year.
Buttermilk mashed potatoes.
Yes. Second
Gotta
snow.
go with it.
What do we got for number 1?
And number 1, the creme de la creme.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Of course.
Gotta
There's no Thanksgiving without turkey.
Absolutely.
No.
It's
whatsoever.
the cornerstone. You have to have it.
Yeah.
The number 1.
Exactly.
Both agree on that one.
All right. Brad Pitt is back to work in the entertainment world. He has a lot to celebrate this week.
Brooke Riley fills us in this week's entertainment news update.
Thanks, guys. In the entertainment world, Brad Pitt has made his return. Since he and Angelina Jolie announced their split back in September, he has failed to make public appearances. However, last Tuesday, he went to the screening of Moonlight in Los Angeles, and on Wednesday, he appeared on the red carpet for an event for his new movie, Allied. The film is based on family members of the screenwriter Stephen Knight. Pitt and Marion Cotillard star as an intelligence officer and French resistance fighter who fall in love after meeting on a serious mission. Allied will be opening in theaters on November 23rd. Actor Robert Vaughn passed away from acute leukemia, which he had been battling for the past few months, on Friday at the age of 83. He is most known for playing a slick spy on TV's The Man from UNCLE. He served in the Army as a drill instructor for 4 years and then began his acting career as Chet in the film The Young Philadelphians. He also appeared in the films The Magnificent Seven and Superman 3, and TV shows such as The Dick Van Dyke Show and Law & Order. It was a devastating loss, and he is survived by his wife Linda and 2 children, Caitlin and Cassidy. In more exciting news, Pink and her husband, Carrie Hart, announced that they are expecting their second child. She told the world by posting a picture standing next to the couple's 5-year-old daughter, Willow Sage, and showing her baby bump. She captioned the photo, "Surprise." But it wasn't such a big surprise, considering that when she appeared on Good Morning America last May, she kept talking about how much she loves being a mom and couldn't wait to have more children. And finally, Lin-Manuel Miranda, the writer and former star of the musical Hamilton, appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show for the first time on Friday. However, the main topic that he discussed was not about Hamilton. Instead, he talked about his recent family trip to Austria. He explained how he grew up with the movie The Sound of Music, and his father was Maria von Trapp in his own mind. They went on the Sound of Music tour with the film crew as their guides, and they all had to sing Do Re Mi at all of the spots where the movie was filmed. That's all I have for this week's entertainment news updates. Now back to you guys at the desk.
After the break, Chris and I debate our favorite TV shows from sitcoms to cartoons.
Andrew, we'll be right back.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back. And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time.
Welcome back to #that. Now we're going to move on to our show debates. Andrew and I will have a friendly debate about our favorite shows. Our first debate is between Malcolm in the Middle and The Office. Malcolm in the Middle is an American sitcom that aired from January of 2000 to May of 2004. It is about a boy named Malcolm and his family, and the show follows Malcolm's life with his family in school and his family life. The Office, it follows a paper company called Dunder Mifflin in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The cast is the people that are working in the offices, from appearances from other employees in around Dunder Mifflin, from the other branches to the corporate office in New York. Andrew, I'll let you start off this one here.
All right, emphasis on friendly.
It's not going to be friendly.
Malcolm in the Middle, it got my vote because it's a show that you can relate to. I enjoy The Office a lot. But when I was younger, Malcolm in the Middle ran when I was growing up, 2000 to 2006. It was my favorite show. Yeah. I related to the characters. I compared my mom to Lois, who's the mother in the show.
Okay.
She's crazy. She's a working mom. She has to take care of 3 kids in the house. Another kid, one of her kids, they sent to military school. So it's hysterical. It's produced some very talented actors, Frankie Muniz and Bryan Cranston, who we all know is a star of Breaking Bad, amongst other TV shows. But I want to hear your argument for The Office.
It's The Office. It's something different. I feel like all TV shows now are like about a family and their dysfunctional life. I guess it's just like it's getting old.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's never getting old.
It is getting old because The Office, it's something different. It's relatable to the average working adult, and I watched it with my dad first, and then I rewatched it a couple times because I think it's that good. My dad's like, this is an accurate representation of his first office that he worked in, which is like kind of shocking and worrying for me if I'm going to work in. And I just think it's like the best show ever.
Let's get to the results.
Yes.
Let's see what
All
people
right.
said. All right, I'll take the L on this one. That's a pretty.
Yes. That's pretty convincing right there. 86 to 14%.
It's not that bad.
I like to call that a murder.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's a little rough.
Yes.
It's an entertainment
That's
show,
a
Chris.
murder.
Come on, let's take it easy. All right. Debate number 2, Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones? For those watching, I'm sorry if you've never seen either show. They're both absolutely incredible. Breaking Bad centered around Walter White, a high school chemistry teacher who resorts to a life of crime and drugs after being diagnosed with terminal cancer. White must choose morals or the well-being of his family. And set in a fantasy feudal world, Game of Thrones takes viewers on a journey through Westeros. Lords, knights, and mythical creatures clash with one goal in mind: to claim the Iron Throne. Chris, I'll let you start off with this one.
Breaking Bad it's probably like my second favorite show right after The Office. Like, it's so interesting. It's like this, it's something you would never expect, but like you can totally see it happening. Like, I can totally see my chemistry teacher from high school doing the same exact thing.
Ooh, really?
It's so cool, like, and you don't expect it. And it's so interesting. Come on.
It's an interesting chemistry teacher you had in high
Exact-
school.
Don't even get me started on him. But it's so interesting. It's just like it's something you never think of, and the show is so well put together. Like it's always, you're always leaving with a cliffhanger in every show. You always want to keep watching. Like, I've pulled all-nighters watching the show.
I agree with you. Breaking Bad is a tremendous show, but Game of Thrones really brings something different to the table in terms of the visual effects of the show. They both are similar in that they leave you hanging. Game of Thrones, not so much. Game of Thrones kind of takes you on throughout a journey. Certain episodes leave you hanging, others don't. There was multiple plot twists throughout Game of Thrones that literally just had people gasping.
Yeah.
Incredible. No character is safe on that show. But let's take a look at the results.
I want to see
and
this.
what the people
I'm excited for this
said.
one. Wow.
Gotcha. One on one.
102%, yeah.
102%.
Yeah.
It's 54 to 46.
All right.
It's clear Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
All right.
Let's
So we're tied.
now let's go on to some cartoons. Our next debate will feature the one and only SpongeBob SquarePants and Rocket Power. SpongeBob first aired in 1999 and still airs today for those of you who don't know what the show is about. It is a cartoon that follows a sponge named SpongeBob, obviously, about his life and his ventures with his friends at work and back at home. And then Rocket Power is a show about a group of friends that spend their free time playing extreme sports like skateboarding, surfing. Rocket Power aired from 1999 until 2004. Andrew, I'll let you start off with this one.
You're a cartoon character.
I'm a cartoon
Yeah,
character?
you remind me of Squidward a little bit.
Oh, wow.
But no, Rocket Power. Rocket Power is my show. I grew up watching it along with Malcolm in the Middle a little bit later on. But it's just, it's fun. It's different. You never saw a show take a spin on the California surfer dude in a cartoon show. It's easy for everyone to say that they love SpongeBob. I liked SpongeBob growing up.
So you admit it's better?
No,
So
I didn't
you
say
said
it's
you
better.
liked-
I said I liked it.
Yeah.
It's different.
Okay.
I like Breaking Bad too.
It's SpongeBob. It's the OG SpongeBob. They started in 1999. They're still making episodes today. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know. Like,
I just say
that's how good of a show it is.
I think Rocket Power is a better show. I enjoy it more.
Well, let's take a look at the results here. Pop up. That's what I thought.
It's a little closer than I thought. Hey,
yes,
it's all right. People want to say SpongeBob because they want to be part of the majority. It's totally fine. But Rocket Power,
it's
in my
because it's
opinion,
better because the people spoke.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
All right. When we come back, we ask Q30 members about their Thanksgiving plans in this week's selfie video.
Stay with us.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
Welcome back to #that. Chris, I'm always curious to hear what other people are most excited for to come home for during Thanksgiving break.
Well, Andrew, in this week's selfie video, the Q30 members tell us what they're most looking forward to when they're going back home during break.
What's up, #MJ from Sports Pause here again. Thanksgiving break less than a week away. What am I looking forward to most? Thanksgiving dinner. Mashed potatoes, my absolute favorite. Got to make the stuffing with my sister. Annual family tradition. I just can't wait to get home.
Hey, it's Anna. What I'm most excited for about going home this Thanksgiving break is to see my brother in Colorado. It's going to be the first time I get to see him in 6 months.
Hey guys, it's Brooke. The thing that I'm looking forward to most over Thanksgiving break is spending time with and catching up with my friends and family from home.
Hey guys, it's Carrie. When I go home, I am most looking forward to spending time with my family and enjoying a big turkey dinner on Thanksgiving.
Hey, I guess what I'm looking forward to most this holiday season is seeing my family and getting home and seeing my dogs. I love those dogs.
Hi, this is Mike from TMA, and I am most looking forward to having a couple days of no stress and just doing nothing.
Hey guys, John McMahon here, and the thing I'm looking forward to the most is probably seeing my family and probably just not eating chartwells all day, but that's pretty much it.
I am most looking forward to eating real food. Like, finally, let's go.
All right, Chris, now it's our turn. What are you looking most forward to going home?
To be honest with you, since I moved in here, I have not gone home.
Not once?
Not once.
Oof.
So I'm literally excited just to go home because I haven't seen it since August.
That's it, just going home.
Yes, and I mean I miss my dog too. I do miss her.
Your
What
dog.
about you?
Same, my dog, 100%.
Yes.
I
miss you, Winnie. I miss her so much.
Winnie, if you're watching at home, Chris really honestly misses you. Okay, before we go, be sure to tune back in to Q30 Television next week, in a few weeks, for what I promise you will be one of the greatest moments on Q30 Television's YouTube channel.
Q30 Entertainment's Holiday Hottie male pageant will feature 5 male members picked by the members of the Q30 organization.
Kirby Paulson, Joel Vanner, Pat Pitts, John Franklin, and myself are the contestants. Each contestant must go through rounds of tasks including best dressed, trivia, Q&A, and a talent performance.
Come out to the piazza and watch the show on December 8th. And let me tell you, I am so excited about this. I will be judging I'll be one of the judges for this competition. I am super excited to see you out there. Especially, I'm actually really excited to see Pat Pitts. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Pat Pitts is going to be great. Everyone be sure to check it out. It's going to be live stream on our YouTube page, Q30 TV. That is all the time we have this evening.
Thanks for joining us. For more information, visit our website at q30television.com and follow us at Q30 Entertainment and #that. For Andrew Badillo, my name's Chris Stacy. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.